Hello everybody, this is Lavon Cason here. I am back at it again with another GTA, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition video. GTA leak hints at major visual improvements for new remasters. So let's read some of this article. New details have emerged about the upcoming Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition ahead of its official debut. One leaks hints at big visual enhancements for all three games, including brilliant new lighting and environmental upgrades and high-resolution textures. For those who plan to play the Trilogy on PC, the leak also offers an early look at the Trilogy's minimum and recommended system requirements. So I forgot to mention something. Now, this is a fan-made GTA 3 remastered concept. As you can see here, it's a photo. It's found through some YouTube. And as you can see, it leads to a YouTube video. So that is where that photo came from. This photo right here, it came from a YouTube video. But anyways, Rockstar finally confirms GTA The Trilogy on October 8th. After months of speculation, it promised support for the latest consoles and PC this year. So it's coming on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, the Nintendo Switch, and the PC. And mobile versions, iPhone, iPad, Android will be coming out in 2022. Rockstar also promised graphical improvements and modern gameplay enhancements, but didn't tell us much else about what kind of visual upgrades we can expect from the three remasters. Now we have a little bit more. Okay, so it's going to have across-the-board enhancements, including brilliant new lighting, environmental upgrades, high-resolution textures, increased draw distances, and Grand Theft Auto 5 style controls and targeting, and much more. Bring these beloved worlds to life with all new levels of detail. So, this blurb also provides on a promotion for PC players, which offered those who purchased the new GTA Trilogy before January 5th, 2022, a $10 discount on qualifying titles through Rockstar's games launcher. It included a link to a Rockstar support article, which doesn't appear to be live yet. So, the PC requirements, I guess, suggesting big improvements. So, here are the minimum requirements that you need in order to play the PC version of Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. So it has an Intel Core i5 27K, AMD FX 6300, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 760, 2GB of RAM. That's video RAM, by the way, if those of you guys out there that are wondering. AMD Radeon R9 280, 3GB. That's, again, video RAM. 8GB of system memory. 45GB of storage space. I'm guessing through, regular hard drive, not through a SSD. But SSD will probably be pretty much optional, I'm assuming. And the operating system it requires is Windows 10. So, yeah, and that's the minimum requirements if you want to play, Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. Now, here are the recommended requirements for Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. Intel Core i7 66K, AMD Ryzen 5 2600, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 970, 4GB of RAM, AMD Radeon RX 570, 4GB of RAM. That's video RAM, by the way, RAM that's in the graphics card itself. The system memory requirements is 16 gigabytes of RAM, and that's for recommended requirements, by the way, if anyone's wondering. 45 gigabytes of hard drive space, that's what I'm assuming. And it, again, like the minimum requirements before, is Windows 10. Now, as you can see, these aren't really top of the line specs in order to play Grand Theft Auto the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. Like, these aren't anything special. But that doesn't necessarily suggest that the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy visual upgrades will be a disappointment. If you compare the system requirements to those for GTA 5 on PC, which still looks terrific in 2021, a whopping 8 years after its release, the Grand Theft Auto remasters call for significantly more processing and graphics power, and twice as much RAM if needed. These leak requirements are accurate. So, those who are assuming Rockstar will simply re-release GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas with minor changes, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense anyways, could be in a pleasant surprise. We expect to hear more from Rockstar in the coming weeks. Now, my thoughts on this, let's hope that this is true. I'm hoping that this is true. I'm hoping that Rockstar will show us some gameplay of these GTA remasters. You know, GTA 3 remaster, GTA Vice City remaster, and GTA San Andreas remaster. I hope they show us gameplay of all three games sometime soon. Because, again, like the article states, it's supposed to be coming out this year. And also, Rockstar has announced themselves that's supposed to be coming out sometime this year. And GTA 3 came out, I think, on October 26th in 2001. So let's look up GTA 3. Let's look up the Wikipedia page. Let's get that. Oh, I was wrong. It's actually October 22nd, 2001. So I was 4 days off, pretty much. So it's October 22nd, 2001. So that's about 6 days away. So I'm hoping for a gameplay, showcase of all three remasters sometime next week. That is when I'm expecting some gameplay of all three of the GTA PS2 games that have came out, nearly 20 years ago. And I'm curious to see how will the Nintendo Switch version will look. I'm really curious to see how that version will look. Because I'm thinking like the PS4 version is going to look fine, the PlayStation 5 version is going to look fine, the Xbox One and the Xbox Series consoles will look fine. But that Switch version though, that's the real one that is interesting and the one that I'm most curious about. How's it going to look? That is what I'm wondering at this point. As far as, the GTA 2000s remasters, that's what I'm wondering. How will GTA 3 remaster look on the Nintendo Switch? How will GTA Vice City, how will that look on the Nintendo Switch? How will GTA San Andreas will look on the Nintendo Switch? I said Nintendo Switch. I don't know why that just came out like that. I really don't know. But anyways, how will GTA San Andreas Remastered will look on a Nintendo Switch, which uses, 4 gigabytes of RAM and an underclocked Tegra X1. I'm wondering how will that look. So, I'm hoping to see some gameplay next week. I'm honestly hoping so. I'm hoping that this leak is true. I'm really hoping so. Showcasing that new lighting, showcasing the high resolution textures and increased draw distances. I'm really hoping that this is all true. So, yeah, that's pretty much me reading this article and giving my thoughts about what I just read, about the GTA leak, hence major visual improvements for new remasters. But I want to know what your guys' thoughts on this. Are you guys excited now for GTA, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition? Are you guys still kind of iffy? Like, we'll just have to wait and see for some gameplay before I make my actual judgment when it comes to buying that product or collection? Or are any of you guys are just like, I really don't care about GTA, the Trilogy at this point. I just want Grand Theft Auto 6. So, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. Hope you guys have a good day. Have a good rest of your weekend. And bye. So now that you have made it to the end of the video, I want you guys to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and when you hit that notification bell, you gotta hit all notifications, so that way you can be notified for future Lavon Cason tech videos, future Lavon Cason gaming videos, future Lavon Cason live streams, and also other videos that I do, such as, reaction videos and things of that nature. Bye.